Good afternoon, traders. This is a live trade recap. We're at 99 out of 100 trades of our mid-cap market open day trading plan, test trading. And today I was hoping that I would hit that 100th trade or possibly 102 if I would have, say, lost the first two trades. But unfortunately, I missed an entry on MRO. It went to 2R on my ideal entry. Whenever that happens, according to my plan, I have to stop trading for the day. Believe me, it's as frustrating for me as it is for you. I want to be done with this test, and I want to get on with the next test, which is the small cap trading. But the last thing I want to do is break my plan just to end the test. That would be the exact opposite of what I've been trying to do all along, which is develop discipline and follow my plan 100% of the time. So at least I was able to do that today, but unfortunately I was not able to take a trade. So let's take a look at the screener. I always use my mid-cap screener, and I'll show you what I was looking at. It's just now about almost 20 minutes after the market opened. So this happened just a few minutes ago. And let's see, I think CCJ might have been on my list, my chart. And MRO definitely was. That was the one that I missed, unfortunately. And it is running without me. But that's going to happen sometimes. SWN, I know I took a look at them. And let's take a look at the video and we'll see what I was looking at. So here I have CCJ. And that one was above the 200 MA on the daily chart. Let's see. There it is right there. There's the 200 MA. You can see it's trading higher. Then I just have to mark out the previous day high, and it has to break over it to for me to look for an entry. And it broke over it by just 2 cents, which is not that strong, especially for over $20 stock. And let's see. CLOV, that was below the 200 MA. NXE was above it. But the previous high was 649, and it didn't really get anywhere near breaking that when I was watching it. And then the thing with CCJ is that after it broke that previous high, it sold off pretty hard. It broke the bottom of the ABCD pattern at the open here. My red line was way down here based off of this, but that if you include the pre-market, you could, if you wanted to be more aggressive, I guess, you could say that, well, this is the bottom of the ABCD pattern, but that's kind of a reach. So when I was trading it, I decided to, as I would normally, make this the bottom of the ABCD pattern, and it was broken, so I did not take a trade on that one. And let's see, GGB, that was below the 200 MA on the daily, and I think right now is when I find MRO. Let's fast forward a little bit. There's MRO, and you can see I missed the entry just by probably seconds, maybe 1 minute at the most, because there was the pullback candle right there. That red candle, and let's just fast forward. I was just checking to make sure it's above the 200 MA on the daily, and it was. And this was the previous high, 1164. So it broke that on this candle, and then pulled back here, and then broke that high on this candle, which was 1164 was the ideal entry, and the stop loss would have been 1 cent below this level. So let's see what happens here. I just decided to focus on MRO, and I was hoping that two things, that it did not hit my 2R target yet, which it did not, because 1174 would be the 2R target based off of the ideal entry. So I marked out my ideal entry with a blue line, and then I am going to mark out or calculate my profit target. And then if this thing hits 1174, I can't take a trade because that means that I missed the entry and the trade went to 2R without me. And whenever that happens, I personally believe that the best thing to do is just stop trading for the day. Yes, you could argue, oh, well, why not just look for another opportunity? What do you think is going to happen if a trade that you wanted to take happened without you? You're probably going to be frustrated. What happens when you're frustrated? You're more likely to break your plan. You're more likely to take weaker setups. You want a revenge trade. You want to get back that money that you lost. You really didn't lose any money because you didn't risk any. So that, based on my experience, I know that that's what happens. And so I just decide to stop trading for the day. And that's that. It's just unfortunate that it's happening at the very end of our test trading. I only have one trade left to take. Of course, I could just take some random trade and get it over with, but that would be a really bad show of discipline, and that's not the kind of way I want to end this test trading, and I don't want to go into the next test trading with such poor trading behavior. So it's really important to maintain the discipline no matter what, no matter how hard it is. no matter how many trade days that you have to just sit here and watch things go your way without you. You can see that's exactly what happened here on MRO. So as soon as that happened, you could see I just left that chart because I knew that now there's nothing I can do about it. And the only thing I could do before I shut down the platform is go adjust the stop loss on my swing trade. That's it. So that's my would-be trade for the day that did not happen and would have gone to 2R. So it is what it is. It would have been nice too because it would have ended the test trading with a one and done 2R trade. But sometimes that's the way it is. Trading is not easy. It's hard. One of the hardest things is just sticking to your plan and following it. And that's what I had to do today, was just to stick to the plan. So it's all part of trading. If you have any questions about this trade or any other, let me know. As always, go into every single trade with a plan. Stick to that plan no matter what, even if you have to watch a trade go by without you and shut down your platform and wait for the next day. That's what you got to do sometimes. And always take your stop losses, honor your profit target, and in the long run, you should be green. Take care.